Okie dokie, let's see what happens. I guess I'll work with you. Okie dokie, let's see what happens. Alright. Alright, we're gonna be for round 2 here. In a second, let me adjust this guy a little bit. I think that it will be okay. Alright. Well, like I said, we're going 2 for 2. I'm gonna do a just a landscape scene. Hello Marilyn, how are you? This is the second showing live stream for tonight. And I'm gonna get right on to it. This is 11 by 14 inch watercolor paper, double glued. And like I said, we're gonna go right on to it here. We get some a little bit of glycerin. A little bit of glycerin goes a long way. So we'll get some neat looking cloud stuff going. We'll do some quick water. I didn't put any tape for a border. This is just something I'm just doing, just because. I penciled it out real quick. And like I said, a little bit of glycerin goes a long way. I'm only going to use just a tiny bit here. It may dry up by the time I get to this. Maybe, maybe not. Depending on how I want to go with this. Alrighty. I'm not worried about pencil smudges. They're going to be covered up anyway. So. Alright. Hey, Sonia. Welcome back. Okay. Let's play. Let's dip into a little bit of yellow ochre, same colors as before, and we'll just kind of pop it in here like this. Maybe a little bit here, who knows, whatever. Alright, that's that. Let's get a little bit of orange. We'll mix, we get the colors that are kind of related to each other. So we'll throw some orange in here. That orange can probably be beefed up with a little bit of white because it's not really too distinguishable. So we'll kind of pop a little white in that. Something like that. Say that orange isn't really distinguishable. And as of right now, it's it's okay. We'll go with a touch of phthalo blue, or is this purple? I think I just touched purple. Yeah. It's gonna turn it it's gonna gray it out a little bit. But it's alright. Put anything here like that. It's okay. Something like that in there. Alright. Oh, why did I just dip my brush? I shouldn't have done that. But I did. Oh well. It's okay. It's okay. Since I did use purple, I might as well go down here. I might as well do this while I'm thinking of it anyway. Let's put the purple. Let's put some purple in here like that. Maybe a shade in there. Who knows? Something like that. Alright. I'll clean up this brush real quick. We'll tease a fraction of orange. You gotta be careful, orange and brown it out a little bit. We'll pop some orange in there like that and we'll kind of make it travel, something like that. I'll just wipe it off with a towel here. We'll get a little bit of ochre, yellow ochre, and we'll put the ochre in here. Yes. And I'll wipe off I'll throw some orange in it. I'll throw some orange back here. And once again, I'll touch up that orange with a little bit of white. Kind of distinguish it a little bit. And then we'll just join it all together. Join it all together. Pop it in there. And we'll kind of mesh that in there like that. As long as it's dark, it doesn't matter. Something like that. I'll clean off the brush one more time. RV DJ, Marilyn, Johnny, hello again. I got a large beater right down below. That's the noise you're hearing. I'm gonna get a little bit of white and we'll just kind of beef up that white right in here. That's a little bit of a bright spot right in there. Right in here. Alright, something like that. Get the rest of that white out of there. Something like that. I need to be doing something with this really fast. I'm kind of lazying around here. This kind of scumble this together. I'll just use the same brush, it's okay. I'm going to have to build this part up. I let it sit too long, but that's alright. That's okay. That's okay. Blend it all anyway. Blend it, blend it, blend it, blend it, blend it. It is okay if it dries a little bit. It's not totally dry because I can still move it around and blend it. I just add a little more pressure to it, going this little circular motions. It's alright. I did not attack it first. It's very warm in this room, so the glycerin will tend to settle a little quicker. So it's good for you to know if you're using a medium like that, to know what it can and can't do. Don't worry, we're gonna bring some love back in there. I'm gonna get a little bit of glycerin. And over in the side, I'll just kind of cake that here a little bit, just like that. Well, since I went with purple instead of blue, I'll just continue with the purple. It's okay. And just come over here and kind of deepen that just a little bit. X strokes. See that? I don't want it totally smooth. That's not the game plan, really. I'll take this back. And I'll just kind of there. And basically, I'm just going to kind of blend a smoother transition than what I did have. That's all. But something like that will be alright. Okay, that's cool. That'll work. That will work. I'll just stick around with this tuning brush since I'm playing around with it. I don't have the face camera on. Let's brighten up a little bit. Let's use a little bit of yellow, I guess. A little touch of yellow. Sorry about that. And even though we got the orange there, and what this yellow's going to do is we're going to kind of turn it up a notch, as Emerald would say. Let's get a little white, just to beef up that corner, just like that. Just kind of add a little love in there, that little spot right there. That's all. Brighten it up just a little bit. I'll bring some of that orange into that purple, just a little bit. I'm just lightening the strokes, just like that. I'm happy with that. That's cool. That'll work. That will work. Let's get a gentle transition, a little more of a nice transition in here. This is glycerin. I'm just adding glycerin. That's all. Glycerin's clear. It's not going to change anything unless I want it to change. Get a little bit of purple on the edge there, right up in here. Kind of deep in that, just a bit. Okay, I'm gonna use I got a little tissue here. I'll just wipe off the paint. It's all right. And I'll keep just fading away. Right in here, just fade it away. Just like that. Clean off the brush. We're going to even that out a little. Don't worry. I think you can kind of see where I'm going with it already. Let's use a little orange. We'll even it out with the orange. We'll put the orange right up in here. Even that out a little bit there. Just like that. And spread that out. this. Let's get a little smealing of white. But the glycerin is on here, so it kind of blends all this stuff in there. And I'm just building up some brightness there. Just like that. I'll pick one spot to have it a little brighter than others, more or less. Once I add other things to it, you know, you'll see how it all comes together. A little orange. We'll put it here. Fade it right in there. Oh, let's dip into our yellow. Bring the yellow here. Just like that. As a matter of fact, while I'm over here doing that, pop that white up in there. Just like that. Something like so. Alright, we're good. Trust me, something's going to happen here. Alright. Yeah, I'm looking at the chat from my phone. My tablet seems to want to act a little difficult today. It's sometimey. But we're gonna see what's going on here with it. So yeah, you're gonna hear the ice cubes. Let's see if the tablet will act like it's part of the family here. Okay. So we've established a little bit of cloud stuff going on. Nice transition. I really don't have to add anything to the cloud. It's got enough action going in there. We've got our little sort of transition happening here with the water. With the water, I'm going to add a little more glycerin because glycerin will reactivate this stuff. You'll see. I'll just keep going in one direction. Just keep going in one direction. It looks like a little... See? Just like so. Let's keep going in one direction a little bit. Just like that. And we'll do the same thing here. We'll kind of wave it toward the center. More or less like this. Alright. Get some of that back a little bit. Something like that. I won't have to put anything going really in the other direction. Won't be necessary. Lighten some of that, bring them back a little bit. Okay. I'm not even worried about like this part here. Don't worry about that. You'll see in a minute. Okay, it seems like my computer wants to, my tablet wants to play. Nice. We'll see. It does take its time. I had to reboot the tablet actually. Lee Stacks, how are you? You're here to provide help. I greatly appreciate that. I really do. Lee Stacks' general purpose really is to think about where the pterodactyl should be in the painting. No more, no less. Okay, so we have a mountain happening here. Coming here, this side, going that way. Okay, let's take a 3/4 inch brush. We'll flesh out the mountain. All right. Hey, Cat Pro, it's been a while. It's good to see you. Hope things are well with you. Okay, I got another 1/2 inch brush, a long handled 1/2 inch brush. Let's get the mountain pretty much kind of near the color of the sky. Let's go into some of this yellow ochre. We'll put it right here. We'll get a little bit of purple. We'll mix that purple up in there like that. Just like this. Alright, so we got this weird kind of browny purple thing happening there. Okay, let's go to the mountain. Let's flesh out the mountain. And we'll flesh out the mountain. We'll kind of keep it similar to both colors. Okay. I could have went a little lighter with the mountain. I could have. But you know what? Sorry. Now here's where things get interesting. This mountain's a little far off. So I can build our tones and mountain textures when I block it in here. I'm trying to think if I added glycerin to this. I may have added a little glycerin to this. I don't remember. But either way, we'll block it in. We'll just block in the guy. I'll get rid of the street marks a little later. Well, since my tablet wants to play nice, I guess I can shut the phone down. That doesn't mean you won't hear the ice cubes, but I don't have to look at the chat from the phone. Okay. I think I did add a little glycerin to it. I don't remember. Going with a little more purple. Yeah, I did add glycerin. So I'm going to add glycerin now. Okay. This starts making patterns in the mountain here. Put some stuff up around here. Something like that. And we'll kind of get some going here. We'll kind of play around here a little bit. Just kind of scatter some shapes in there. Up in here, got some things up in there like that. Alright, something like that. And we'll start to kind of get it in the mountain direction out looking for there. Okay, something like that. Alright, that's a nice little background for a mountain. It's all good. Let's go a little deeper. Let's go into something a little blue. A little bit of this umber. It's going to make a very deep, deep green because green is in that brown. You follow me? Okay. Alright, let's go into a little bit of red. Red, I cancel out some of that, but just a little bit. Do a little at a time. The trick to it is that you got to kind of make enough of this. I like that color. Should have made plenty, but I didn't. Let's get some glycerin here going. Thins off the paint. Make it a little transparent, but it is pretty dark. Alright, so it looks like we'll be messing with this color scheme right here. Alright, so we have another mountain batch right around in here. And I'll just kind of fill it out here like this. Kind of comes out, comes around. Just fill this in real fast. Quick, fast, and hurry with this. Fill it in real quick here, like that. Alright, it's just a block-in color. Don't worry about it. And we're going to come here. Okay. Alright, something like that. And then we got the edge. Let's get some more of this color. Yeah, Sonia and CAD Pro. It's great to see you. CAD Pro's an artist himself, quite an artist. Check out his channel. Lucky Dog, how are you? It's good to see you. And we're gonna kind of bring that out like that. Actually, let's kind of extend that a little bit. We're gonna extend that a little further, like right around in here, something like that. A gradual progression of perspective here. So we'll bring this out here like that. Like I say, it's a block-in color, more brown. I think I put blue in there, and then I touch of red. No glycerin, just paint, because I want this to kind of darken up right up around in there. Something like that. And then I come back here. We'll fill in the rest of it. We'll block all that in. Like I said, it's a nice block-in color. We'll just block it in. Foundational color. So you got your color palette all done. Your fill-in color, your blocking color does not have to be the prettiest thing in the world, as you can see. Okay. All right. Enough of that. Hey, Keely. Good to see you. Okay, let's get a little touch. A little touch of purple. We'll block all this in here. We'll block that in real fast. We'll block that in and fade it out a little bit better than that. There, like that. Spread the love. Bring it down here too a little bit. Deepen it a little bit. I just need a touch, just a tip of purple, just to kind of, just to match it a little bit, blend it, just like that. All right. Okay. Alrighty then. Let's work on that guy back there. I appreciate you telling me that. I bet you it's not low now. I had the mic in back of me. I forgot. I have a lapel mic hooked to the camera, and so it is direct sound, but the sound is not too direct when the microphone's in back of you. It just becomes a fraud. We'll wisp some of that out there. We'll do the same thing here, wisp some of that out, like that. Okay. Well, thank you for letting me know, Sonia. Appreciate it. All right. So, let's get with some foliage here, because it's not a mountain that's thousands of feet in the air, so we'll give the impression of some type of trees. We'll go with a little bit of green into this purple strangeness here. Okay. And we'll touch it up with a little bit of this umber. I'll use the same brush. The reason why I'm using this brush, okay, it's the thickness of the bristles, and you can partially see it there. And we're going to use that. So we're going to pounce that in there. And I'm going to loosen it, believe it or not, with water. Loosen up the paint with water. Thin paint sticks to the tacky stuff, but you need a gentle touch. Okay, hello Sharon J, how are you? Hey Bill, how you been? So we'll play with the mountain here. This we'll pull up a little bit. That should be good enough. Let's get the focus on that. That's much better. All right, so we'll play with some trees here, and what I'll do is I'll start here. Yeah, that'll work. See this little, get the impression of trees right there? Don't rush this. Make very interesting pockets of the trees. Okay. And I'm going to go up above. See this? I'll go up above a little bit. Make the trees touch that, the top there. Very light touch. As you can see, the paper move a little bit as I'm doing it. Once I see it starting to kind of run out, let's get some more, and I'll just kind of make interesting little pockets of green in there. Will this be the final color? I highly doubt it. I'll probably go lighter and darker. It all depends on how it's starting to look here, or I might change brushes in the middle of this. All depends. yes, I do twirl the brush around, getting interesting little pockets of green, not necessarily taking away all of that brown. So once again, as far as the trees here are concerned, this could be just the first blocking in stage of the trees. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna add some gentle highlights to these trees back here. So I'll lighten up the green just a little bit. Just interesting pockets of green and dark green. Hello, Naj. How are you? I didn't want to dip it into the glycerin. That's just force of habit, because glycerin will make it more transparent, and that's not what I was looking for. All right, yeah, get some trees up there. And I don't want the trees to be particularly blocky up here. Just, you know, let some of that sky show through them. I'll get command of the English language soon. Give me patience, you know, have a little patience. Yeah, I'll be changing the color on some of this. Go back into my water, get a little bit of this darker green. Really pounce the brush. Now I do have other brushes that can provide me better shapes with foliage, but right now it doesn't matter at this point. I'm just blocking all of that in. And you'll see as I move further along with this. With acrylic paint dries flat. It does not dry glossy. It doesn't keep its vibrancy like oil paint. Oil paint, when you put it on the canvas, what you see is what you get, and it's going to stay that way. All right. With acrylic, it will dry flatter. It appears to get darker as it dries. Yes, it's a second life. Yeah, I did a floral earlier. Okay. Whoops. Okay. Let's use. Let's get a round brush. I wonder if I got it in here. I'm pretty sure I do. I have I would rather use a round brush, really. Let's see if I got that guy in here. I got some nice size ones. Well, it might be in here. I could use this fella. Yeah, why not? Brand new. Oh wow, this is a blender brush. Nice. I didn't know I had this. Yeah, we'll use this. I always need a blender brush that I can destroy. I think I'll destroy this one. It's good just to have one, you know, just to beat down. Okay, let's go into a little bit of yellow ochre that's been contaminated with purple. It's okay. Get a little bit of white if I can. Scoop up some. There we go. We'll lighten up this color just like that. Lighten it up a little bit more. Now remember, a light thin paint sticks to the tacky stuff, so I'm gonna get some water. I would have preferred probably a smaller version of this, but it's okay. All right, let's go in here. Let's kind of add those. Now this is where you get your groupings, and you can get light sources. See that? See what it does? See those groupings? I'm twirling the brush as I'm doing this. I can put the brush flat if I wanted to. It's really up to me. It's your preference. Let's put a couple of these joys down in here. I'm going to loosen up that paint a little bit more. I'm only working with the very tip of this brush. All right. You can go a direct touch like that right at the top. Put some at the very top there. Just tap a little bit. Get a nice little grouping down here. I'll twirl the brush around. Now, if you think it's too bright, give it a chance to dry. It'll die down in color. It'll be okay. It will be okay. Okay. When this totally dries, I can glaze this to be even further behind. All right, you'll see. Boy, I like this. Nice. I'll put it right here with the rest of them. Okay. What am I gonna work on? Oh yeah, let's work on some darker shrub things up around in here. Somewhat darker. Let's go with a little bit of brown. We'll put it right here. A little bit of sap green. We'll put it right here. And just a little bit of red because I want to kind of deepen it just a little bit. Okay. Right here, we'll kind of pop in some. All right, put it right up in there. Fairly dark. This has got to be fairly even up here. It can be kind of choppy up here, but it's dark, kind of nondescript. But put some foliage up in there. Keep that pretty even there. Put it right in there. Get a little bit of green and white. Green, white, some strong taps in there, and just far away stuff there. Go up here. Like that, join it up into the other trees, make them kind of match like they belong. Right up in there, like that. Pop some, put some up in there like that. Okay. Yeah, it's been slow going, Sharon. I've been pretty consistent. I've been here. But you know, it's really according to what people are interested in, actually. All right, we're gonna let it fully dry. We'll deal with these guys over in here. Now, you can determine how far, how close you want your land to be according to the size of the trees you want and what type of trees you're gonna put in here. Okay. All right. So, with that said, what am I going to do for this? I kind of have an idea of how I want to do it, so it might be a little double method here. We'll see how it plays out. All right. Let's get a little bit of phthalo blue. We'll put it here by the brown. We'll get a little touch of black with that phthalo blue right in there like this. Get a little bit of brown, we'll green it up just a slight bit. I'm not going to really use the glycerin for this. It'd be more or less maybe a slight touch of water. This is thick paint. I deal with thick paint. So if I use water instead of glycerin, it just dries that much faster. Okay. And we'll start, well, of course you guys don't see that. I didn't do anything yet. So let's go back and let's go right here. Here we are. All right, we'll start right here. We'll kind of put a little something there. These are traditionally the kind of Bob Ross type trees. I kind of like my trees a little full in the middle, the action really comes toward the end. But right now we'll just flesh these guys out. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do is kind of sneaky. It will make the trees look a lot more than what it truly is. We're gonna keep them fairly close to each other. Vary the sizes, let them run into each other. All right, they're not in perfect little rows. They never really are. Okay, not in nature. They're kind of all over the place. That's what kind of adds to them. Let's put a tiny one there. You don't want to kill too much of your background that you did not put too much hard effort into. But nobody knows that really but us. All right. And we'll throw another. Now it's a downward trajectory. I'm using the corner of the brush. It gives me nice, interesting shapes. And you're making the pine trees so that birds can actually appear to even fly through them. All right. And remember, we'll put a taller, crooked one right there. It's just a little lead line. Just like that. They get obviously slightly larger as you go down. But like I said, right now it's blended into this green, so you really don't know how tall and how far down they're really going. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna throw in some right up in here. And like I said, I kind of like my trees kind of thick in the middle there. All the action happens on the left and right side. Okay, I'm gonna get just a little touch of water. The paint is getting tacky, so just a little drop of water will reactivate this paint. And you got some on the further up the brush, and you can put it in there. Okay. I appreciate it, Bill. Bill is a good friend for many, many moons. He was a drummer at the church I attended in Tucson, Arizona, and we were part of a group called God's Purpose. He was the drummer and singer. He's a vocalist also. There's various ways to paint trees. Various ways. This way is rather quicker. Just like that. Put it right in there. All right, blend it right in to that area. Okay. All right. Let's get a little bit of we're gonna go red this time. Just put the red right into the previous green there. Because I want it just a touch darker because we're gonna work with this group. So we have some red in there. Now I can put some of that brown in there. And what you're gonna get is a color extremely close to black. All right, but it's a lot more user friendly. When it dries, it will look close to black, but it is not. Okay, all right, these are darker trees, and they're up a little closer to us. Therefore, they're a little larger. Okay, all right. As you can see, look, as I put them in there, now these guys are a little larger, so we can kind of, but you see they're darker. Okay, just like that. And here they come, right up around in this area in there. See, what I'm not afraid of, I'm not afraid to paint over what I've done previously. It looks more natural when you do that. And you can see as I'm doing the trees, okay, see, put it right in there. Put it right in there. Have no fear. Pop them in there. As we're doing this, as I'm doing this, okay, and you see the color difference. All right, so just be mindful. These are bigger trees. Okay. And I'm gonna go right to them. I'm gonna bring them down a notch. But I'm covering some of the mountain, of course. It's okay. See, now you know why I didn't need to be really go into with that purple that dark, because I knew what was going to be in front of it. I gotta find another place to put this phone because I keep hitting it with the paintbrush. I go through a whole lot of those little cleaners that you clean your glasses with, those little cleaner pads, the alcohol based. I go through boxes of them. I'm gonna get a little smaller here. I just added just a touch of water to these guys. Yep, you guys can still see it. Man, I am nowhere near fluent like I used to be because I rarely practice. And it's kind of sad because I got choir rehearsal tomorrow. All these group rehearsal. And I don't practice. I practice the songs a little bit. I'll get on the keyboards tonight and I'll practice some more on them, with them. But I just don't really get it. I can, and my method of teaching is like school class. But the church you attend, Bill, like they got somebody pretty decent there on those boards. At least from what I listened to, anyway. Watch this, guys. While I'm here doing it anyway, might as well continue the joy. Look at this. Look. You don't have to be exact. But look at what I'm doing here. See that dark color? See how it accents everything? Instant reflection. Look at this. You don't even have to try hard. You mimic as close as you can what you got above. See that? It's obviously fairly dark. Here, it's a mass of trees. But look what you have here. That quick. See that? Okay. Yes, we're gonna kind of, because it's a little darker here in this area. But watch what I'm gonna do here. A little bit of water because this paint's particularly thick. It's dark. It's perfect. Okay. Now you know you have darker trees here. Okay. But watch what I'll do. We'll pop one right here. Just like that. We'll do some sneaky little highlights with these guys. Okay. And we'll put one kind of like right there. These trees are bigger. Now I know it's dark. You'll see them in a second. I'll add the highlights to them. Okay. And we'll kind of pop some grass up in there. Come up around in here a little bit. Something like that. Now you guys don't know what on earth I'm doing, but you'll see in a second. Remember, this greenish color that I did use was just a foundation color for everything else. But you'll see. Let's clean this brush off. We're gonna do a different color palette now. Let's scrape off some of this other stuff. Just send that bye-bye. We get rid of that. I promise the next time you guys see me on, I'll clean up this. We'll have a better looking paper. Okay. Let's go with our sap green right here. We'll just kind of pop it right here. I don't even know if I have enough yellow to make it worth anything. I might. Of course not. That's all right. We'll use a little white. Okay. That should somewhat work, maybe. Yeah. Get a little touch of water. Thick paint, remember. That should work. Okay. Now, I guess technically the light source is coming more or less from the right hand side. Yeah. All right, so we'll deal with it that way, more or less. We'll put the top right there. Take the side of the brush pretty much the same way you did. It's like, and we'll kind of play around with it. We'll kind of tease some on the other side, but we'll kind of like that. We'll come out here, add a few here like this. All right, we'll start with that one. We'll pop another one right here. I'll turn the brush over. We got a little, and we're just getting familiar shapes of the pines. See this? Something like that. You see I'm not going all the way down. I don't have to. Your eyes to do the rest. We got one tall one right about here. It's all right to put a couple on the other side. Just like that. Come on the other side. Tease a little bit there. We'll have him come down a little bit. Like that. Look at that. I can put trees there that never were even planned to be there. I shall show you. Because I only drew 3 trees or so, I think. Something like that. We got one right here. We'll put one coming out here like this. Something like that. We'll have it kind of jet out this way. We got one here. We'll kind of give him a little something, something. Not too much. Because he's helping out with the setting up the, we'll put some grass here too. Just like this, some little grasses there. Fade that in. Get rid of some of that there. Okay, and we'll continue on with our little highlights here. All right. We'll pop another tree right here. This tree wasn't planned, it's just here. Just like that. Come out here. Put a little something there. Spread him out there. It wasn't even planned to be a tree there, but he's there anyway. Doesn't matter. See that? See how you can plan all of that? Pop another one right here. And most of the shine, or at least most of the light, is hitting off of on the right hand side. Just like that. We'll make him a little there, somewhere around there, like that. We'll put one right here. And just think of placement. Now I can tell my paint's getting a little tacky, but I only got a little bit left of this. It's still got to hold out for me just for a little while longer there. Something like that. We'll come here. I'll just tip my brush to the side. We'll just add little patches of grass like this. Come on this way toward the top there. All right. Something like so. Okay. We're getting there, guys. I promise we're getting there. Let's put this away. We'll come back to the brush more or less. Let's get a, I'm more comfortable with my smaller palette knife, but I'll just use this giant one. It doesn't matter right now. I need to pop open a little bit more white. So hold on one second here. This is Waverly. It's a Walmart brand of white. This stuff dries like cement. I mean, no joke. This stuff is something else. Even though it's in its liquid form, it's very thick paint. And it does dry like cement. I think this is the paint you can put on a piece of wood and you can use those erase markers. Yeah, that's the type of paint this is. Okay, we'll just get A little swipe of paint. We'll just kind of put it right there. I'm gonna wipe this paint off my palette knife real quick, and I just need a little swipe across, a little thin swipe like that. When you do reflections or whatnot, remember, no matter if it's curved or not, your palette knife has to stay straight. Okay, straight. And when you go, it takes some practice, but it has to go straight. If you want to go down, you just move the knife down, but it still have to appear to be straight. Okay. I'm just trying to see where we are with this. There we go. I mean, that's more than fine. What I have there. All the way back here, you can do the same thing. I'll just kind of put it here. If I can get it to come across. That's not white, is it? No. Don't worry about this. It's not pure white, so let's move that over. Because some of the green is standing on it. But it's all right. I just work with what I got here. There. And we'll kind of, yeah, that's better. And we'll put it right on across like that. All right. Okay. As this paint, as the white is, or the reflection is further away, so you do little cute little tappy things there with it. Okay, because there is pretty far away there. So you can get away with just like touching the thing, really. Something like that. Then as they get a little closer to us, obviously it gets they get a little longer. Like that. But the main thing, the key to this is keep that line straight. Okay. Keep it straight. Probably don't have enough. There we go. And come around across in here somewhere. Bring it right in there. Sometimes you can do this and it looks just like glass going across there. But see what you have going on here. Okay. Okay. I'll take a, it's nothing but a makeup brush. Just put some red stuff in there. Red always tend to either make the colors pop a little bit, or it kind of tames your painting a tad. All right. I don't know why, it just does. It's just the nature of the beast, I guess, for this. And we'll pop some of that red right in there. Now, you guys might barely see, because it is a deep red. I didn't, add any white or orange to it. I just didn't. But you can see, and this is good contrast against that black. See that? Just get some more, all where you want to put this stuff. Up to you. Here, don't forget to put some in here. See, look at that. Pop some up here, right? Pop some down here. Look at that. See that? See how easy that is? I hope my head isn't in the way. I just realized where I'm at here. You can get different typography doing this. Look, because you just see a gap of trees, right? But maybe the land is right in here like this. Look at that. See, now you got some other land there. See that? Put some of that back there like this. All right. Yeah, okay. You know what I like too? We'll mix some of this blue with that white. We can sneak some bluebells in there. I like bluebells. I like bluebells. Don't judge me. Colors like this tends to just tame your picture to death. Looks a little more inviting. Pop some of that blue in there too. Here, Give some love in the water there, like that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Remember I told you about that glaze? I bet you thought I forgot. I didn't forget. We're going to bring this mountain even further back. Okay. Let's put this guy right over here. Okay. Once again, we're going to take a 1/2 inch brush or so. Nah, we'll take the 3/4 inch brush. It's just quicker. All right, let's go into a little bit of glycerin. I will show you what I'm going to do here. Oh, let's go with a little bit of little phthalo blue. Instead of using purple, I'll just mix my own kind of purple mix for a shadow color. All right, yeah, it's fairly deep. All right, let's close this for a second. Okay. Right now, that blob right here is more glycerin than paint. Okay. Yeah, I just made a shadow. It's just a shadow color. That I can kind of bring this back a little more. Okay. And that's basically what I am going to do. Excuse me. Excuse my elbow. Put the focus on that a little bit better. Hopefully it focuses. All right. So we'll bring this back a little bit. And all I have to do really is see that glaze. Now you might go, oh, no, because it's a little dark, but we can manipulate that. Don't worry about that. Once again, it's more glycerin than paint. All right, because I can wipe it off, but I won't need to. Because remember, when this stuff dries, it's very transparent. Okay, or if I want to lighten it up, I just add more glycerin to it and move it around. You see, so hashtag. Don't panic. Put it down here, right down here, right by the horizon line there. Right down here, right down where all of it is. So you still see the colors, you still see the transitions. It's just set. The tone is the whole tone is darker. Okay, that's all it is. I'll bring some of that love right in here a little bit. Doesn't matter. Now glycerin spreads when it dries, so if you get a streak mark in there, don't worry about it. It act like it was never there. Okay. You'll never know, ever. Let's bring some of that shadow in here like this. Come downward. Let's get some more of that glaze. So you have it work for you. Need some more. It's just the glaze and the paint. And it actually comes like further that way. So just block it in. Now my paper has a lot of texture in it, which is why you see those patterns. You just work with it. I just added more glaze. I didn't add more paint. Now you got a nice little reflection of your mountain there. Mountain, hill, mountain, however you want to name it. And we can kind of whip some of that out there. Whip some of that out there like that. Going across that way. Actually, cover all that up. Something something like that. All right, we're almost done. Of course, you guys didn't see it because the great big pallet was in the way. I should have moved the pallet. My bad. The pallet should have been somewhere up here. I'm so sorry about that. But that's all right. We're not quite done. We have to reinforce those lines again, so all is not lost. Hashtag don't panic. Okay, let's wipe away this mess. Where's my trusty ruined? I use industrial paper towels. So it's the paper towels that can take a beating. All right. Okay. Let's reinforce that glow a little bit. Remember this? We reinforce that just a tad. Bring that brightness back a little bit like that. See how it comes back? And remember, you just reinforce the touch on a couple of these fellas. Come through here. Add some of that glow in there like that. Come through here. Make it a little stronger. If you gotta get some more white, get some more white. Put it right in there. Just like so. I don't really have to mess with anything else here on that. All right. Hello, Dana. Whoever Dana is. Oh, Barefoot? How are you, Barefoot? If you're Dana, hello, Dana. All the new people who have never heard of me ever, welcome. Appreciate you coming by. Guess what, guys? Let's get rid of this. I do believe we have a completed painting. Let me find my script liner. It's buried within this ever-growing pile of brushes. Where you at, my friend? That's not you. That's not you, and that's not you. You must have been on the very bottom. Of course, it's the last brush that I did not pick up with both hands. That's where the script liner is. Of course it is. That's just Murphy's Law saying I'm still king. All right, let me get a little bit of water. Let's go into the white paint here. A little bit of water, a little bit of this white paint. Yeah, Bruce was a student of mine way back in the day. Good man, Bruce. I'll throw my John Hancock there. It's a little too close to where a border would be if somebody purchased it. I'll put the 4 and 21 here, just like that. But usually if I sold it, I would do my signature and everything on the back of the painting anyway. But there you have it, guys. We started out with just a row of trees, which turned into a forest. Placing trees where there weren't any. I just prettied up the groundwork a little bit. I didn't add any rocks or stones or whatnot. I gave you a nice light reflection here of the hill in the back there. Okay, but you have everything in its proper order, more or less. The funky type of orangey yellow background corresponding with its color opposite, purple. Okay, they are color opposites on the color wheel, on the yellow and purple. All right, and we got orange mixed up in there, which is, actually it's it's yellow and purple that are opposites. Okay, all right, you got our greens and reds, once again polar opposites. Okay, but then you have colors that are also complementary to each other, which is yellow and yellow ochre, orange, red, all right, purple. Okay, they're all complementary to each other. And however you make the greens will be complementary to whatever color you use to make green, because you can take more than just blue and yellow to make green. All right. Okay. All right, guys. Well, let's see how long this one lasted. Okay, a little over an hour. Not too bad. Okay, while we're here, and I am going to kind of clean up here. If you guys got any questions, I am available right now. Okay. If anybody's interested in this, it's 11 by 15 double layer color paper, acrylic. I did put a title in the description, but on the video itself, what the title is to this. But I'll be taking a photo of this. I'll post it, and most likely that'd be it for the night. Thank you, Sonia. But I think my information for PayPal and stuff like that, and whatever else, is already on the I think it's in the description. Everything's in the description, or on the banner itself. But I know they're all on there. So, but thank you. This is a little later than the norm for me. I'm usually on Wednesdays at around 6 o'clock or 6:30. On Mondays, it's pre-recorded. Mondays at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And if I'm ever on YouTube other than those times, it's just because it's impromptu and I want to do it, pretty much. But that's why. Okay. All right, no questions? Well, thank you very much for joining me tonight. I appreciate it. I will see you guys more than likely Monday at 7 p.m. if you're not working or don't have anything to do. It'll be Monday at 7 p.m. It will be one giant mountain we're painting, but you can check out the picture in the community tab. All right. No problem, Keely. I understand all about technical issues. I think I did a video about it, or two. But I shall see you guys when I see you.